Hi everyone, this is Civil Engineering Tutorials and today we'll discuss about how to use block command in AutoCAD. So don't forget to like and subscribe the channel. Also press the bell icon to never miss any update. So let's get started. So block command is used to make some objects into single entity or single profile. So to convert some objects into single entity or single profile, we use block command. Now suppose this is a rectangle and this is a circle. Now suppose I want to select both the objects at once. Means I'll convert these two objects into a block. Okay. See, this is separate object and this circle, this is also separate object. Okay, now I'll convert these two objects into a block. Okay, so for block command you can type block or you can type shortcut key of block command, that is B. So B is the shortcut key of block command, or go to draw menu and here this is the block command. You can also select from here also, but I usually prefer shortcut key, that is B. Now press enter. Now block dialog box is opened. Okay, now here first we need to specify the block name. We need to specify the block name here. Suppose A. Now select object. We need to select all the objects which we want to make block. This rectangle and circle, we need to select this rectangle and circle. Suppose click on select object. Now select both the objects. Okay, rectangle and circle, both the objects selected, enter. Now we have to specify a base point. We need to specify a base point. So click on pick point. This is pick point. Click here. Now I'll take this point as a base point. You can take any point as base point. This point, this point, this point, but I'll take this point as base point. So click here. Now see, all the coordinates of this point, x, y, z coordinates are mentioned here. Okay, all the coordinates x, y, z coordinates are mentioned here. Okay, now here we have three options: retain, convert to block and delete. We have three options here: retain, convert to block and delete. Okay, and now we want this rectangle and circle, these two objects, to convert into blocks. Okay, right now I want these two objects to convert into block. So right now I'll keep this option checked, convert to block option checked. Okay, also I'll keep allow exploding option checked. So click on allow exploding and keep all other options unchecked. Okay, now click on OK. Okay, now click on OK. So convert to block, objects are selected, base point also selected, allow exploding, convert to block. Now click on OK. Okay, now select this object at any point. See, these two objects are converted into a block now. Okay, you can select, and this is the base point is highlighted here. You can select at any point. You can select here or you can select here. At any point you can select. Okay, these two objects are created into a block and the base point is highlighted. Okay, now go to insert. Go to insert. This is the insert table, or type I, enter. This is also the insert table. Now here you can see block A is inserted here on the block table. Okay, block A which I have created on the screen, that is inserted on the block table. And if you want to insert this block again, if you want to insert this, then select the block and click on OK. You can also change the scale if you want. Click on OK and paste. Okay, this is the block. Go to insert, select block and click on OK and paste as per your requirement. You can paste anywhere as per your requirement. Okay, go to insert, select the block, click on OK and paste. Hope you understand. Next, I'll show you another method. Go to block, be enter first. This is a rectangle. I'll create a circle here. Now I'll copy this circle to this point and this point. Now these are 5 objects, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, now I'll make all these objects into a block. Okay, so B enter. Now specify the name first. Suppose B enter, specify the name, suppose B. Specify the name, suppose B. Now select object, click on select object. Now select all the objects. Now we need to specify base point, so click on pick point. Now suppose this point, or I'm taking this point as base point this time. Okay, now these are the coordinates of this point are mentioned here. Okay, now in previous case I have selected convert to block, but this time I'll select retain. Okay, so click on retain. Okay, now keep allow exploding checked. Now click on OK. Click on OK. Now see, select. Now see, these objects are still separate. These are not converted to a block, because in this case I have selected retain option instead of convert to block. Okay, this is, in this time I have selected retain instead of convert to block option. So all the objects are still separate objects. These are not converted into a block because this time I have selected retain option instead of convert to block. So in this case these are all separate objects still now. Okay, but go to insert. Now see, this is B block is inserted here. You can see here what happened here. So in this case block B is inserted on the block table. Okay, in this case I have selected retain instead of convert to block. Okay, so in this case an image of all these objects is inserted on the block table. Okay, so you can insert this. You can select B and this is the block. On screen these objects are separate, but block is created and inserted into the insert table. Click on OK and paste. This is the, here this is the block. Here this object is separate, but this object is created into block. Okay, this is a block created on block table. Okay, this is the block. Okay, now this is a rectangle. Now this is another rectangle. Now B. These two rectangles I'll create block B enter. Now specify the name, suppose C. This is another method. C. Now select object, click on select object and select both the objects. Enter. Now specify base point, click here, and suppose this is the base point, click here. Now coordinates of this base point are mentioned here, x, y, z coordinates. Okay, these are the coordinates. Now this time I'll select delete option. Previous case I have selected convert to block and retain, and this time I'll select delete. So click on delete. Two objects are selected. Now keep allow exploding checked. Now click on OK. Click on OK. Now see what happened here. See, objects which I have selected for block are deleted. You can see here objects which I have selected for block are deleted. But go to insert. I enter. Go to insert and see. This is C block. Okay, this block is inserted on the block table, but it is deleted from the screen because I have selected delete option this time. Okay, this time I have selected delete option, so objects are deleted from the screen, but this is inserted on the block table. Hope you understand the difference. Insert block, this time I have selected delete option, so this is deleted from the screen, but this is inserted on the block table. Okay, so if you want to paste this, select the block and click on OK and paste. This is the block. Okay, insert and paste. Hope you understand all these three options. Insert, this is A block, this is created by converted to block. Okay, again insert B block. Okay, and paste. This is created by retain option. Again insert and C. Okay, this is created by delete option. Hope you understand all the three options. So this is created by convert to block. Okay, and this is created by retain. Okay, this is convert to block, and second this is created by retain, and third one is created by delete option. Hope you understand. Okay, all right. Next move to another method. This is a rectangle. Now I'll offset to inner side and outer side. Offset, again offset to outer side. Now I'll keep a copy of all these objects on another side and keep copy on this side. Okay, now I'll make all the objects into blocks separately. Okay, B enter. Now specify the name first. First specify the name. Suppose D. Now select object. Click on select object. Select all the objects and specify the base point. So click on pick point. Specify the base point. Suppose this is the base point. So coordinates are mentioned here, x, y, z coordinates. Now select convert to block. This time I'll keep allow exploding checked and scale uniformly unchecked. Keep other options unchecked. Now click on OK. Now block is created. Okay, block is created now. Now go to insert. Now this is D block is inserted to the insert table. This is D block. Okay, now if you want to insert this, you can insert this here, paste. Okay, now go to insert again. I'll show you one thing. Suppose I want to change the scale here. Okay, when I'll change X, then Y and Z also will change simultaneously. Suppose change X, here X and Y, Z all are 1 units. Okay, change X, suppose X axis change to, now see Y axis and scale along Z axis are also changed simultaneously. When I changed X axis, then Y axis and Z axis scale are also changed simultaneously. So changing separately, if I want to change separately scale, click on uniform scale. Click here. Now in this time you can change all the scales separately. Okay. You can change scale along X axis separately, Y axis separately and Z axis separately now. Suppose X3, Y2, Z1. Okay. You can keep this 1, this is 2 and Z axis 1. And if you want to paste 2, 1, 1, X2, Y1, Z1. Okay, all the scales along all the axes are separate now. Now click on OK and paste. Now see, this is a new image. This is Y axis. See, 52.5679 and the previous image also 52.5679, same. Y axis is same, but we have increased the scale along X axis only. This length we have increased only scale along X axis. So X axis scale is increased now. Hope you understand. This is Y axis and this is X axis. This is X axis. Okay. We have increased the scale along X axis this time. Okay. Now go to insert again. Now suppose I want to change Y axis as 2 and keep X axis and Z axis 1 unit. Keep Y axis 2 units. Keep 1 and 2. Y and X 1 unit. See. Here Y axis changed. X axis is same. Okay. Y axis is increased now. Hope you understand. Okay. Now delete this. Now go to block again. I'll block all these images. We enter. Now specify the name. Suppose E. Now select object. Select all the objects. Enter. Now specify the base point. This is the base point. Click here. Now all the coordinates of this point are mentioned here. Now this time I'll check scale uniformly. So click on scale uniformly. Okay. Click on scale uniformly and click on OK. This is block is created now. Okay. Now go to insert. Now here E block is inserted on the block table. You can see this is the E blocks, but one more thing you can see here, uniform scale option is not activated here. You can see here, this is the uniform scale is not activated here. So here if you will change scale along X axis, then Y and Z will also be changed. You can't change separately. Insert, this is uniform scale option is not activated here. So if you will change scale along X axis, then Y and Z also changed simultaneously. You can see if you change this is 2 or 3, then Y is also 3, Z is also 3. If you change this to 2, see Y is also 2, Z also 2. Okay. So if you keep scale uniformly selected, then you can scale it uniformly only along X, Y, Z axis. Okay. Now you can select, go to insert, this is D. Now you can change D 2 unit, click on uniform scale. You can change separately X axis, Y axis, Z axis, you can change separately. You can increase or decrease the scale, but in case of E block you cannot change separately. Here you need to scale along. If you want to change scale along x axis, then y and z also be changed. Okay, hope you understand. Now block, now this is scale uniformly selected. So if you will keep scale uniformly selected, then you can scale it uniformly only along x, y, z axis, and if you will uncheck scale uniformly, then you can scale it along different axis. Okay, so if you will uncheck scale uniformly, then only you can scale it along different axis. Other than, if you will keep scale uniformly selected, then you can scale it uniformly only along x, y, z axis. Okay, hope you understand. This is scale uniformly. So hope you understand all the methods. So if you will uncheck scale uniformly, then you can scale it along different axis, x, y, z axis. You can scale along different axis. And if you will keep scale uniformly selected, then you can scale it uniformly only along x, y, z axis. Hope you understand. These are all the methods. This is A block. Okay, this is B. Then select C, paste. Then D, paste. Then select E. Okay, paste. So we understand all the methods. So this is created with convert to block method. This is created with retain option. This is retain option. It's created with retain option. Okay. And this method, retain method, objects are not created into block. Okay. And this method, objects are deleted, but objects are inserted to the insert table. And retain method, objects are not selected. Objects are not created blocks, but inserted to the block table. Okay, this is scale uniformly not selected, and this is scale uniformly selected. Okay, all methods, hope you understand. This is uniform scale is not activated and de-uniform scale is activated. You can change scales here differently. Okay, x, y, z. You can scale along x axis, then y and z also be changed if you will select scale uniformly. Okay, hope you understand. So if you will keep scale uniformly selected, then you can scale it uniformly only along x, y, z, and if you will uncheck scale uniformly, then you can scale it along different axis, x, y, z, different axis. Okay. So next, suppose this is a rectangle, this is another rectangle, and I'll create another rectangle here. This is another rectangle. Now go to block. Here I will show you why we are selecting allow exploding. Now uncheck scale uniformly. Why we are selecting allow exploding, I will show you this time. Okay. Now I will keep a copy here. Okay. So be enter. Okay. Now convert to block, scale uniformly, uncheck. Now allow exploding. This time allow exploding. Okay. Allow exploding checked. Specify the name F. Now select object. Select all the objects. Enter. Now specify the base point. Click on pick point. This is the base point. Now coordinates are mentioned here. Now click on OK. Okay, now this block is created. Okay, this is the block. Now go to insert. This is inserted to the block table. Okay, F block. Now all these objects. Now go to block. This time I'll uncheck allow exploding. Previous case I've checked allow exploding. So specify the name, suppose H. Select object. Select all three objects. Three objects are selected. Specify pick base point. Click on pick point. This is the base point. Click here. Three objects selected. Now this time I'll uncheck allow exploding. Okay. Now click on OK. Three objects selected. 1, 2, 3. Now click on OK. Now this is created into a block. Okay. So allow exploding. One is allow exploding unchecked. One allow exploding checked. Okay. So this is allow exploding and this is allow exploding unchecked. Okay. So now I'll explode this. So for explode you can type X. Okay. Explode means break. I want to make all the objects separate. Okay. I'll make all the objects separate. Okay. So this is a single entity. Now I'll make separate objects by exploding. Okay. So you can select from here explode, or you can type X, enter. Now click on the object, click the object, enter. Now see, all the objects are separate now. Exploding is done. This is exploded. Okay. In this case I'll explode this object, X, enter. Now select this, enter. Now see, but still now exploding is not done. This is not exploded. This is not exploded because see here allow exploding is done here. See, this is separated, all separated. But this time we can't explode this because in this time allow exploding is not checked. Okay, so this object is not allowed to explode. This is a circle. This is another circle. This is another circle. Now I'll create block. B, enter. Specify name. Suppose J. Select object. Enter. Specify pick point, base point. And now keep allow exploding. Checked. Click on OK. Now we want to explode X, enter, and select, enter. Now see, both the circles are separate now. So hope you understand why we are keeping allow exploding checked and all the methods. Hope you understand. Select all the objects, pick point. Now uncheck allow exploding. Okay. Now explode this. X, enter, select, enter. Now see, still it's not exploding work is not done here because this time I have select allow exploding is not selected. Hope you understand all the methods. So this is the block. So hope you understand. This is very easy. Just you need to remember all the methods. So hope you like this video, and if you like this video then don't forget to like and subscribe the channel. Thank you for watching.